I'm just trying to understand.
I think that I know where your question is coming from. Your question is coming from the efforts that we do in the world. If God is going to provide everything, then I can just sit in this room and say, hey, I don't need to do anything. But
no, not for us, not for this, when we are still not realized or almost at that point. But when we say also that in his presence everything is, just like the example of a steam, etc., right? We gave that example. And then we gave an example of Tapovan Maharaj. Okay, the food was provided, correct. But that is, consciousness is a state, right? And how is the food, how is the food provided? Let's put it in
okay, so I think that the answer comes a little bit of it. I'm not sure if you know, I'm trying to understand your question. Because in chapter 15, it will tell you the food is coming from consciousness also. And the nourishment and everything, and the Agni, there are different kind of Agnis, all of that is coming from the consciousness only. So there is nothing in this world but consciousness. We just look at it as food, as this or that. That's another way of looking at it. And as far as Tapovan Maharaj is concerned, he was on the path of self-discovery, right? He left everything. Yes. So that's why everything was provided for him. For us, what we have to focus on, what are my swadharma, my duties. And for example, like, because I was a scientist, so I know. Scientists are always in some different zone. Okay? Mm-hmm. If you keep doing your job correctly, everything else just comes. Money, this, that, and all that. Yog, Shem, he takes care of you. You don't need to worry, but tomorrow what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. If you keep your duty correctly, your supplies that you need in this world come to you. That's where we have to surrender. Because हम लोग चिंता जो करते हैं ना, वो अभी कितना pandemic है समझो, क्या होगा, that's what we have to drop. The highest वालों को तो they have dropped everything. But how can we become a little more relaxed? Hey, if I do my swadharma correctly, God will provide the rest of it. Sorry,
I think what Uma is saying is correct, because we are worldly people. We cannot drop our family. But those who have taken the step to drop the family and go in search of God, then God also takes care of them. And consciousness is just energy. And what is energy? How did he get the food? So actually God put the thought in that man. So that is energy traveling as a thought. And then he was provided the food. So in that way, consciousness works in a thought form also. And then, the Siddhi yogis, they can materialize anything from energy.
Yeah.
So they can convert energy into matter, and what Uma is saying is correct. Food is also, in fact, energy only. Whatever we eat, what is producing in our body is energy. And that's how we can work.
So it will get a little more and more clarified as we go further. But, our take from this is to become nirashrayi at our level. सबके अलग अलग लेवल है ना निराश्रयी होने के, तो हम लोग जो unnecessary worry करते हैं वो हमें छोड़ देनी चाहिए फिर.
Thank you.
Any other question? Okay, so these are like the commentary and all is a lot longer. So what we can do is what we did last time. We can start on the next one. There is a connecting paragraph. You have that?
Yeah. Every action has a reaction. Naturally, even the bodily actions of a saint should have some reaction. This is the ordinary argument. To negate this assumption, the Lord says.
Okay, so here is the next verse. This is 21 of chapter 4. निराशीर्यत चित्तात्मा त्यक्त सर्व परिग्रहः शारीरं केवलं कर्म कुर्वन्नाप्नोति किल्बिषम्. निराशी, विदाउट होप. सो ये भी हम लोग को बहुत ध्यान से देखना पड़ेगा. आशा जी यहाँ पर बैठी हुई हैं. तो बोलेंगे निराशा क्यों होनी चाहिए. सो बट इसका डीपर मीनिंग है. क्योंकि वर्ल्डली सेंस में हम बोलते हैं ना कि वो उसकी तो आशा ही खत्म हो गई, देन इट इज सपोज आशा इज अ वेरी गुड थिंग फ्रॉम लाइक
मेरे होते निराशा किसी की जरूरत
किसी की आशा तो हमारे ग्रुप में ही है, तो किसी को निराशा, पर इसका कॉन्टेक्स्ट अलग है यहाँ पर, बस वही हमको देखना
बिल्कुल ठीक, बिल्कुल
कॉन्टेक्स्ट अलग होगा. So without hope or without desire. So this person is nirashi, but context अलग है, हम लोग देखेंगे. Yat chit atma, one with his mind and self controlled. So it is अपने इंद्रियों को वश में जो है. त्यक्त सर्व परिग्रह. That means having abandoned all sense of possessions. Now remember, it's not dropping possession, sense of possession. So it's very important that we are householder, we get the correct thing from here. ये नहीं कि सब छोड़ छाड़ के गुफा में जाना पड़ेगा. That's only when no, that's not what he's saying. Okay. Shariram is bodily, kevalam is merely, karma is action, kurvan doing, na is not, apnoti means incur or obtains, kilbisham is sin. So basically what he's a nirashi means he doesn't have this expectation. That's what it means. आशा का मतलब ये है ना expectation. वो उसको कोई किसी चीज से या किसी लोगों से या किसी से भी expectation नहीं है. क्यों नहीं है expectation? Because भगवान already जानता है. इनफैक्ट किसी ने बोला कि भगवान को बोलने की भी जरूरत नहीं, मुझे ये दे दो वो दे दो, अगर वो सब जगह है तो तुम्हारी नहीं जानता कि तुमको चाहिए. It's the same example that I gave a 2-3 year old telling his dad, make sure you get up early and go to work tomorrow. You don't need to. So that's why he had no expectations, and where was that? Yeah. So basically he's without hope and mind and self-control, and we already know that the indriyas have to be controlled, having abandoned all sense of possession. Yeah, that's where I was. Doing merely bodily action, he incurs no sin. So now, the action वैसे तो हमारी बॉडी से होता है, राइट? एवरीथिंग दैट ही इज टेलिंग यू हैज समथिंग टू डू विद माइंड. ओके, तो जो माइंड से जो प्रॉपर रिलेशनशिप होगा ना बॉडी का, देन एवरीथिंग विल बी परफेक्ट. बिकॉज हम लोग का अभी रिलेशनशिप ठीक नहीं है बॉडी और माइंड का. सो उसका जो माइंड इतना प्योर है कि बॉडी से चल रहा है काम. He's looking like us only, doing everything and all that. But his mind is so pure that because he doesn't have all these hopes and his senses under control and all that. So that's another way of kind of looking at it. So now let's talk about this few concepts over here about expectation. So it's like, एक गाना भी बना दिया इन्होंने फिल्मी, छोटी सी आशा something, people give so much importance to asha. So from the worldly thing, we have to have hope and all, but here the basic meaning is he knows that the difference between prakriti and consciousness. He knows कि prakriti में I cannot fixedly demand anything because it's a constantly changing, number one, and number two, the resources may be few and the demands is huge. Everybody wants the same thing. तो कभी मुझे मिलेगा, कभी नहीं मिलेगा. He has a complete understanding of that. हम लोगों को ऐसा नहीं होता है. We want this and we want it only, and it doesn't only belong. Expectation doesn't only belong to like physical things. It can be lot of mental. हमारे एज में ज़्यादा मेंटल होता है कि भाई फलाने ने मेरे को ऐसा बोल दिया, या मेरे घर वालों ने मेरा सभी को बुलाया, मुझे फोन नहीं किया, पता नहीं कुछ भी हो सकता है. I'm just giving an example, and like everybody might have a different issues, but those kind of expectation he's talking about. That we, like Swamiji had a very famous quote: if you make appointment with the world, you're going to get disappointment, because it's like it may or may not happen. ऐसा नहीं कि हर एक बार ही मिलेगा, मगर 50-50 चांस है, उसके कॉन्टेक्स्ट में वो बोल रहा है कि वो कोई किसी से एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं रखता है. किसी ने कुछ दिया तो भी उसको थैंक यू बोलेगा, नहीं दिया तो भी बोलेगा उसको थैंक यू. That's what it is. because he knows the nature of things. So that was one thing. And then he said कि दुनिया की तो छोड़ो, हम खुद का अपना प्रॉमिस नहीं रखते हैं. हम लोग एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं ना कि वो फुलफिल करेगा प्रॉमिस दूसरा. तो तुम करते हो क्या? आधे बार तुम भी छोड़ देते हो. अपने आप से प्रॉमिस करते हो, वो भी तुम लोग नहीं निभाते हो. तो यहाँ पर अमेरिका में तो बहुत फेमस है ना, जैसे ही 31st आता है, January 1st, ऑल द क्या बोलते हैं उसको, व्हाट्स द इंग्लिश वर्ड फॉर इट, दैट यू मेक रेजोल्यूशन.
रेजोल्यूशन, न्यू ईयर रेजोल्यूशन.
हम लोग रेजोल्यूशन बनाते हैं, we don't keep it. So why are you expecting from the world that they're going to do something for you? If they do great, they don't do great. So that's where this nirashi is coming from. And then the other thing is that his senses are under his control, because we have discussed many times, about the chariot also. If senses are not in control, crash hoega every day. So basically he knows, and then we also saw that sadhana chatushtay mein, those 6 things, उसमें भी आया था वो सब, yam, niyam and all those things. So we just need to practice and have that. And then one of the things कि उसका mind कैसे still रहता है एकदम, because ये सब चीज़ें नहीं होती है ना, तो mind एकदम still रहता है. So किसी ने पूछा एक सेंट को कि जब कोई प्रश्न पूछता है तो आप उत्तर कैसे देते हो, तो बोला इट इज़ समथिंग लाइक दिस. उसने ऐसे सोच के बताया. उसने बोला कि एक लेक है, एकदम शांत है, और किसी ने एक पत्थर फेंका तो उसमें से रिपल्स निकली, राइट? एंड जब रिपल्स इज लाइक आंसर, अप्रोप्रिएट आंसर केम, एंड उसने आंसर दे दिया, फिर शांत हो गया. ये नहीं कि वो 3 घंटे तक उसी के बारे में सोच रहे हैं, इट्स गॉन. फिर दूसरा कोई आएगा, दूसरा प्रश्न पूछेगा. एंड देन देयर इज वन वेरी फेमस कोट अगेन बाय स्वामी जी, where it says your mind should become like a mirror. So what does a mirror do? If you go in front of the mirror, it will reflect whatever your face is, right? But when you move away, what does a mirror do? Does it hold on to your face? No. You are gone, it's gone. Again it becomes like nothing. जो भी उसका सामने आएगा वो सबको reflect करेगा, but he doesn't hold anything. I thought that's such a beautiful example. So in your mind, what we do, we hold grudges, we hold this, उसने ऐसा किया, वैसा किया. None of that happens to him. He interacts, and when the interaction is over, the whole thing is over. So this mirror example is absolutely beautiful one. And the other point in the mirror example is that, nobody knows how many people have looked in the mirror because he never holds anything. That's how the mind of I thought this was absolutely genius example of the mirror, And the other example is of the murli also that we have discussed, that agar murli khali hoti hai, the flute, तभी उसमें से God का song निकलेगा. So this person's mind is like a clean murli that Bhagwan plays the song through it. He will pick you to do the job if you are the right patra for it. उनके सारे काम तुम्हारे से संपन्न हो जाएंगे. So this is how this person is, nirashi and parigraha. And parigraham ka, I was thinking about it. Yam, niyam, uparati करके एक word है ना, वो अष्टांग योगा में uparati is part of this parigraha, that he doesn't collect anything and all that, those kind of things. Okay, any question on these concepts? So what we can do is, we will do the same thing. We will read it next time because it's almost 1:00. And one point that one of the Swamis brought is also very important. He said that, Krishna Bhagwan gives all these things of a realized soul or a sadhu or a person who is like Rishi, Muni and all that. उनकी मन के बारे में वो बताते हैं. उनके बाहर के कपड़ों के बारे में नहीं बताया कि ऐसे कपड़े पहनो, ऐसी दाढ़ी रखो, ऐसी जटा रखो. लेकिन हम लोग संसारी लोग जो है ना, उससे जज करते हैं. So, and another very important thing that it seems that Vivekanand ji said that 90% of the self-realized soul, you won't even know them who they are. Not everybody becomes famous, okay? That you become self-realized and the whole world is going to fall at your feet and all. They can be totally like oblivious to the world, but they are self-realized. Okay, they may be doing their stuff, and it has nothing to do with whether you're famous or not, whether you wear a certain kind of clothes or not, whether you've done certain professions or not. There's nothing to do with that. And he said that sometimes, by chance people discover them too. And he gave the Ramana Maharishi's example. He said that Ramana Maharishi he never moved from that place, right? When he left there, and he went there when he was, I think, 12, 13 years old. And then he just stayed at one place. But this Paul Brunton from England was the one who was a journalist who happened to go over there. And then he wrote a book on him, Search in Secret India. And when the Western people read that book, all of them started coming, flocking to that. And I have been to that ashram, wo ekdam jungle biyaban hai. It is, you have to drive 4 hours in the deepest, like, choti villages and all. I mean, you and I will have a lot of difficulty going through. There is no bathrooms, there is no good food, nothing is there. You drive ekdam beach mein jaake kahin hai. So he said कि all these Western people started coming, and the गाँव वाले सोचे ये कौन आ रहे हैं सब, क्यों आ रहे हैं यहाँ पे? They were just so surprised, in the beginning when it happened. Now that it has become like they have an Italian restaurant there, and it's just gone crazy because they made a big ashram over there. In those days, so he was a real self-realized soul. Somebody discovered him, then he became famous. Otherwise, so I thought that was such an important point, that it's not like, anybody who has gotten this is going to suddenly get instant fame and all. Nothing to do with it, absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to kind of close Bhagavad Gita here, but anybody has any question, comment, or wants to add?
It's just a comment that somebody was saying, even though the realized souls are up there and not ever come down or do whatever our Swamiji, Gurudevji did, yet they're very important for this world, because they're always doing for the sake of the people. Everything they think, everything. It's very important. Don't think that they're just sitting and doing for themselves, the meditation. No, that's not true.
True.
Yeah.
In fact, our teacher used to say कि वो लोग जो हिमालय में बैठ के, they are just like exactly what you said. They are blessing the whole world. और ये जो हमारा जो वर्ल्ड बचा हुआ है ना, ये उन लोगों की वजह से बचा हुआ है. नहीं तो अभी तक तो हम एक दूसरे को मार पीट के खत्म हो गए होते, बिकॉज वो जितने वो आर्सेनल वगैरह है ना सभी कंट्रीज के पास, 10 times ओवर दे कैन फिनिश द ह्यूमन रेस. पर वो बटन इसलिए नहीं दबता है कि बिकॉज वो लोग मेडिटेट करते हैं वहां पे, एंड देन इट काइंड ऑफ कीप्स द बैलेंस.
Yes.
Keeps the balance up. True. So true. So, yeah.
I have a comment which is a little on the lighter side, I would say. कि आज मुझे पहली बार समझ में आया कि वो इंडिया में कुछ बेगर्स है ना, वो बोलते हैं जो दे उसका भी भला, जो ना दे उसका भी भला. वो तो गीता का ज्ञान हो गया.
बिल्कुल.
जो वो बोल रहे हैं,
So. और ये भी एक बहुत फेमस सेइंग है इंडिया की है कि भाई अगर मेरी मर्जी का होता है तो अच्छा है, और नहीं होता है तो बहुत अच्छा है. क्यों? भगवान की मर्जी का हो रहा है. That's why that person recognizes it कि अगर नहीं हो रहा है तो And then one last point I wanted to give, and that example really stuck with me. That's why I wanted to share it with the class. That sometimes we think, ओ मैंने इतनी बार भगवान से मांगा, मेरे को मिला ही नहीं ये चीज. कितनी मैंने मन्नतें मांगी, ये की वो की. So you think, how do you know that thing may be really toxic for you? You may be thinking, I want it, and the example given is, if you have a 2-year-old in the house, and he goes under the sink, and उसको वो बॉटल में बहुत अच्छा दिखता है वो हरा लिक्विड, and he wants to drink it. So क्या उसकी माँ दे देगी उसको? या बाप या कोई भी बड़ा भाई, they're not going to give it because they know that this is going to, that's what our halat is, that we ask for wrong things, and God doesn't want to give because you will be miserable, or it will hurt you only. So I think that what Meera ji is saying, that the reason that person is saying that, because somewhere they have that understanding probably, that that if I'm not getting it, it is because God has a plan which I just don't know about. That's all.
Is it the same as blessing in disguise?
Sure, a lot of things are blessing, and since we are at an age group that we have more experience, compared to the young people of the 20s and 30s. And if we look back in our life, the most difficult times you had the most highest spiritual growth. इनफैक्ट हमारे हमारे जो स्टडी ग्रुप था उसमें हमारी टीचर हम लोग को कभी कभी बोलती भी थी, बोलती है मेरे को मालूम है सभी लोग दुखी होके आ रहे हैं यहाँ पे, बिकॉज अगर सब चीज अच्छा अच्छा चल रहा हो ना तो कोई नहीं आएगा यहाँ पे. But say, oh my God, I really need to find out how to keep my mental balance over here. I'm going crazy, you know. And sometimes I used to tell my husband, I said, if my Chinmaya Mission study group was not there, I would have been in a mental hospital. You guys just trouble me so much, you know. So that's what it is. That it is like you turn to spirituality in your hardest moments. I mean, Draupadi's example, as good as it can be, 5 husbands, and all 5 are like Dhurandhar. They're not ordinary people. देवता पता नहीं कहाँ से आए, and हर एक फिर भी उसको बचा नहीं पाए. And then when she surrendered to Krishna, and she's completely, और उस वहाँ पर भीष्म पितामह बैठे हैं, गुरु बैठा, कोई कुछ नहीं किया किसी ने. And she said, you know what, hell with all of you, I'm going to go to my Krishna, and that's it. फिर उसका सारा काम हो गया उसका, like she got saved.
अभी किसी ने वो भेजा था ना अपने व्हाट्सएप में, like Kunti, she meets Krishna in the end and she says, मेरे को दुखी दो.
That's a very famous story over there in Mahabharata, that she asked for that because she said that was the time I felt closest to you. And you always came. That was one version of that story is the reason she asked him that, because she said whenever the Pandavas got into deep trouble, you came running for us. So give us a lot of trouble so you will stay next to me. It's just like a drishtant that, like when, and then that very famous drishtant is there that all of you must have heard in the Western world, where he's saying that I was walking on the beach and I saw 2 footsteps, and then when I was in trouble, I only saw one, and God, where were you? And God said, I was carrying you. That's why you see 1 footstep. I am the one who carried you through this. You may not know it. And I think that's what it is. That all these things, they now Gita is opening it up for us, that how these people, they are dancing in a different tune actually. But at least we can get inspired and we can make some adjustment in our daily life so that we don't feel that upset and disturbed. I think that's what it is. Okay, so I'm going to do any other comment, thought? I'll do the closing prayer. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyaha moksha ishyami ma shuchaha. Hari Om. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Okay, so verse 2 में, just to recap, it says both the good and the pleasant approach the mortal man. So मतलब वो दोनों आते हैं साथ में. The wise man examines them thoroughly and discriminate between the two. So क्योंकि इतना clear path नहीं है, because we have to have a discrimination power. And then the wise man prefers the good to the pleasant. That's the difference. एक है प्रेयस और दूसरा श्रेयस. But the ignorant man chooses the pleasant for the sake of this body through avarice and attachment. He chooses prayers because he is concerned about yoga and shame. कि मुझे ये कुछ मिल जाए और मैं उसको ठीक से रख पाऊँ, उसको गार्ड करूँ, so that I don't lose it. उस चिंता में वो prayers को पकड़ लेता है. But जो श्रेयस है, it's the other person. So that's where we did the whole thing. So now in the next one, अभी उन्होंने ब्रह्म ज्ञान शुरू नहीं किया, बिकॉज अभी वो उसकी तारीफ कर रहे हैं थर्ड में, नचिकेता की. एंड वी सॉ द साधना चतुष्टय, राइट? द फर्स्ट 2 वर विवेक एंड वैराग्य. एंड थ्रू द स्टोरी फॉर्म ये दिखाया गया है कि नचिकेता का विवेक और वैराग्य एकदम हाईएस्ट peak पे था, and that's why he was a completely fit student for it. So Yamaraj is praising him. So the whoever has a book, verse 3, sa tvam priyan priya rupanscha kaman abhidhyayana nachiketo atya sakshi atya trakshi naitam shrunka vittamayima avaptaha yasyam majjanti bahavo manusyaha. Lots of words here. So sa tvam means such as you are. Priyan, desirable. Priya se bana hai. Priya rupan, and pleasant in appearance. Kaman, desire. उनको ये कह रहा है कि तेरे को जो मैंने ऑफर किया ना वो कितनी प्लेजेंट चीजें हैं जो सभी लोग they will want it so badly, you know. Abhidhyanam, judging them. Nachiketa, oh Nachiketa. Atya strakshi, renounced, means तुमने उसका त्याग कर दिया. तुमको उसके झांसे में नहीं आ गए तुम. एताम, these. श्रुंकाम, श्रुंका का दो मीनिंग है, एक है माला और एक है पैथ. सो द वे यू कैन लुक एट इट कि तुमने वो, मैंने तो माला वाला जो ऑफर की सब तुमने बोला अपने पास ही रखो. रिमेंबर ही टोल्ड यमराज जी अपने पास ही रखो. एंड दूसरा मतलब ये भी है कि जो ये मैं दे रहा था जितनी अच्छी अच्छी चीज़ें तुमको की वर्ल्डली वैल्यू मालूम है कि वर्ल्ड में नेम फेम ये सब मिलेगा, तो भी तुमने उसको छोड़ दिया बिकॉज यू वांटेड समथिंग हायर. So that's where the word Shunkan. Vittamayima, road of wealth. Na avaptaha, has not accepted. You didn't accept them. Yasyam, in which majjanti, drown. Bahavaha, many. Manushya, men. मतलब जो चीजें ना जिसके पीछे सारे मनुष्य भागते रहते हैं, हम लोग जो दौड़ धूप करते हैं पूरी जिंदगी, वो सब ये सब चीजों ने करते हैं, उसको सिल्वर प्लेटर में दे रहा था वो, ले 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 ले, और फिर ही उसने त्याग दिया. दैट्स व्हाट ही इज टेलिंग हिम. So he's basically just in this verse is he's praising him that he has such a strong vairagya and vivek, because पहले विवेक आता है फिर वैराग्य आता है, you know, विवेक जन्य वैराग्य उसको बोलते हैं, you know. And so थोड़ा तेजोमयानंद जी ने इसका मीनिंग ओपन किया. श्रेयस और प्रेयस क्या? श्रेयस इज व्हेन यू आर सीकिंग द आत्मज्ञान, दैट इज श्रेयस. सो हम होते हैं ना वो कि व्हाट इज अ पाथ, सो दिस इज व्हाट इट इज. एंड प्रेयस मीन्स एवरीथिंग एल्स बिकम्स प्रेयस. देन दिस इज द हाईएस्ट वे. You know, we might find this just like in Bhagavad Gita they are talking of lakshan of this, you know, realized soul. So we say, oh my God, you know, that they are far, but at least intellectually we should understand that you know, in this context over here, Shreyas is the Atmagyan he was asking, and Preyas is everything else, and we saw. So basically, Yamaraj ji is saying, look, I know you are a Uttam Adhikari. I'm very pleased. कोई टीचर को मिल जाए ना एक अच्छा स्टूडेंट जो वो सब उड़ेल दे उसको जो भी उसके पास है, you know, that's how it was. So this is what it is. So it's a simple verse, but let's see who did not read last time would like to read. Kamla ji, Sushil ji. Sushil ji.
O Nachiketa, thou hast renounced all these desires and pleasurable objects of pleasant appearances, judging them by their real merits. Thou hast not accepted this road of wealth in which many mortals sink. Herein we are listening to an irrepressible outburst of applause which rose from the bosom of Lord Death when he found that such a young Brahman boy as Nachiketa was able to withstand all the trials and temptations. The temptations with which Lord Death wanted to lead the boy into the meshes of sensuous life were such that the entire kingdom of mankind would have easily fallen victim to them, even if they are not openly invited to enjoy them. that this boy resisted all the temptations and found the strength for the same in his power of intellectual discrimination between the real and the false is an occasion for Lord Death to cheer and applaud him. For rare indeed are such chances for a great master to have the blessings of meeting an equally great student. Nachiketa has been offered not only the sons and grandsons, all to live as centenarians, but also music and dance, and even the free services of heavenly nymphs. But all these were mere trifles and insignificant toys to the matured spiritual personality in Nachiketa. The word Shrinkam, the word Shrinkam has been interpreted both as a garland and also as the path. It may mean to say that Lord Death is surprised at this sense of detachment in Nachiketa, as evidenced in his rejection of the present of the jeweled garland, or as evidenced in the general disgust exhibited for walking the path of wealth.
So here, I was just thinking about it. The age has nothing to do with it, but the spiritual maturity is everything. And I was just thinking, I sent you guys those 2 videos. And whoever saw those, one was this little girl. Oh my God, she was so adorable. And she was talking about, but उसने उसका मतलब जो analysis किया ना, I thought that was so amazing. जो बड़े, because, when we come to that chapter, because they call it, like devilish quality. So हम लोग को लगता है कि, devilish means मैं थोड़ी हूँ ऐसी. Like our teacher used to say, no, Krishna Bhagwan is not talking about those devils. He's talking about certain tendencies in us, that it exhibits. And, how she kind of expressed it was unbelievable, so mature. It's a video and from the Chinmaya Mission, class. So I thought that was amazing.
It was very nice. You could actually visualize everything, yeah.
Exactly. Whoever is not seen it, go and see it. You will be especially because we are doing Nachiketa. And the second one I just sent, that was more like the little girl has memorized the entire Gita, but her confidence. There were 30 adults surrounding her and telling her the first 1 or 2 words, and she chanted.
And her pronunciation was awesome.
Awesome.
Believable pronunciation.
And it
for
is a real.
So little.
Everybody stood up and gave her a standing ovation at the end.
He deserved it.
And I mean, it's like, this has to be some divine thing. This girl has started her journey way before this. 5-year-old. It just, both the video just stole my heart, it was just so amazing. And here is Nachiketa. So we might think Nachiketa, some older. No, there are kids like that right now as we speak. They are born on this earth who are such capabilities, tremendous capabilities, So I think that Yamraj is absolutely thrilled to have this student. Just like those 30 people were just thrilled that little girl, that they were listening to her, Any question on this? This is pretty simple, right? So we can go to next one. It's verse 4. Dura mete viprite vishuchi avidya ya cha vidyeti jnata vidya bhipitsnam nachiketasam manye natva kama bahvo alolupantaha. Duram is wide. Ete, these are. Viprite, opposite. Basically saying that ये जो 2 path है ना, श्रेयस और प्रेयस, opposite हैं. एक ईस्ट है तो दूसरा वेस्ट है. उनमें कोई वो नहीं है कि एक ही जगह जाएंगे. No, they are different. Vishuchi leading different ends. Ends यहाँ पर लक्ष्य बोला, goal बोला. They lead you to different. Avidya is ignorance. Ya is what? Cha is and, vidya iti as knowledge, gyata is known, vidya bhi spinam, desirous of knowledge. Nachiketasam, Nachiketa, manye, I believe, no, not, tva, you, kama, objects of desire, bahavaha, many, bahut is the word na Hindi mein, alolupantaha, shake. इसमें बेसिकली वो क्या कह रहे हैं कि ये जो दो पाथ है ना, इसको एक दूसरे ढंग से समझाया है हायर लेवल में. एक है अविद्या और एक है विद्या. संस्कृत का वर्ड हो गया. अविद्या मीन्स इग्नोरेंस. तो जो पाथ ऑफ प्रेयर्स है ना, वो अविद्या का मार्ग है, इग्नोरेंस का मार्ग है. और जो पाथ ऑफ श्रेयस है वो विद्या का मार्ग है, नॉलेज. सो you have to have some basic knowledge to be able to choose this, you know, and that's what you want. और उन लोग का ये दोनों पाथ मतलब सिमिलैरिटी तो छोड़ ही दो, कुछ सिमिलर नहीं है. ये दोनों दो डिफरेंट पाथ में ले जाते हैं. So they are totally opposite of each other, you know, east और west है ये एकदम. That's what he's telling me. And then Yamaraji comes to a conclusion in this verse. I know Nachiketa, you want the knowledge. तुमको ब्रह्म विद्या चाहिए. So that's what he says. And क्योंकि he's just kind of again praising him. Nothing has shaken you. So it is obvious that you want Shreyas, and which is Brahma Vidya. So basically, you know, like Swamiji was explaining, Tejomayanand ji, that इनकी ना साधना अलग अलग है दोनों की, और फल भी अलग अलग है. सो फल क्या, यू नो, एंड में रिजल्ट जो मिलता है, श्रेयस का रिजल्ट होएगा, यू विल गेट मोक्षा. एंड देयर इज अनदर वर्ड, इट्स कॉल्ड निश्रेयस. एनीबडी हैज हर्ड दिस वर्ड, निश्रेयस? जैसे हिंदी में पढ़ते हैं ना, निस्संदेह. एक होता है संदेह, एक निस्संदेह. सो निश्रेयस इज द एक्चुअल वर्ड दैट मीन्स मोक्षा, यू नो. सो ने लगा दिया उसमें संस्कृत में, मीन्स एब्सोल्यूट, डेफिनेटली, एम्फेसिस ऑन इट. श्रेयस का एम्फेसिस हो गया, it will take you to that highest, you know. So he was saying, Tejomayanand was explaining that you get moksha or nishreyas. And then, but obviously for Shreyas marg, you need a vairagya चाहिए उसके लिए, okay? और prayers marg में क्या होता है? Desire prompted activities होती हैं, you know. And then and the result क्या होता है? You get name, fame and all those things you get. ऐसा नहीं है कि प्रेयर्स वाले एकदम भिखारी होके बैठ जाते हैं, ऐसा नहीं है. उन लोगों को सब कुछ मिलेगा, बिकॉज यू नो दे आर वर्किंग हार्ड, दे विल गेट, बट इट विल बी और संसारी, यू नो, क्या बोलते हैं, प्रॉस्पेरिटी वगैरह सब मिल जाएगी उनको, बट मोक्ष नहीं मिलेगा फिर उनको, यू नो. सो दे विल गेट स्टक इन दिस. एंड यू नो कि व्हेन वी गेट टू स्टक इन द वर्ल्डली स्टफ, यू नो, देन यू डोंट थिंक अबाउट गॉड. एंड देन you know the word mumukshu, right? Everybody remembers the word mumukshu, intense desire to get that liberation. So जो श्रेयस वाले होते हैं वो मुमुक्षु होते हैं. And then and Tejomayanand ji gave another word for the other guys. He said भुभुक्षु. जो भी हिंदी समझते हैं, you know, भोग करने वाले. So एक मुमुक्षु होता है, एक भुभुक्षु. So that's why it is like they are like भुभुक्षु. They want to enjoy this, enjoy that, and all that. And he said the same person cannot follow both the paths. Because हम लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि हमारी भी टीचर भी बोलती थी कि मुझे ये भी मिल जाए, वो भी मिल जाए. It's not possible. You got to choose your path and stick with it. But if you don't wholeheartedly stick with the path, then you will be in the prayers category only. You know, we cannot cross the river by putting one foot in one boat and another one in another boat, you know. But remember, everything to do with the mind. They are not telling you to drop everything and run to the caves. Okay? That's not what they are saying. But it's mental slavery that you have to drop. So he was just saying, Tejomayanand was just saying that the people who are, you know, interested in the worldly pursuit, they don't get excited by renunciation and this and those words, you know. That doesn't do much for them. Bhag jayenge wo log, you know. So that's what basically this is. I think we have 5 minutes. We can read a little bit. Let's see how. It's not much. We should be able to finish it reading. Meena ji, you want to read?
These two, ignorance and what is known as knowledge, are wide apart and lead to different ends or goals. I believe Nachiketa to be one who is desirous of knowledge, for even many objects of pleasure have not shaken thee. These first 4 stanzas may constitute among themselves the stream of thoughts that came to flash through the mind of Lord Death, when his team of temptations and trials was so efficiently blockaded at the portals of Nachiketa's bosom by the seeker's own dispassion, Vairagya, and discrimination, Viveka.
So we know, we have discussed it in detail that Vivek and Vairagya uska ekdam very good, perfect.
Lord Death estimates his observation and the result of his experiment with Nachiketas in this stanza. He says that the path of the pleasant and the path of the good are both eternally different from each other, since they diverge to reach 2 different points of destinations, which in their very nature are as opposing as light and darkness. The path of the pleasant is the path of ignorance, and the path of the good is the path of knowledge. The supreme knowledge, the science of sciences, the Brahma Vidya, can be given out only to one who is sedulous pursuer of the path of truth. Since Nachiketa has been proved to be one who is a staunch devotee of the path of the good, Lord Death here decides in his mind that the Brahmana boy is indeed a fit student for this great knowledge.
So basically, अभी यमराज जी एकदम रिलैक्स्ड हो गए कि इसको मैं ब्रह्म विद्या दे सकता हूँ. You know, he will not only understand it, but he will make good use of it, because पहले उन्होंने कमेंट्री में बोला था कि वो तैयार नहीं होता उसको दोगे, वो उसको उल्टा सीधा करके उल्टा सीधा सिखा देगा लोगों को. And then next verse में आएगा कि कैसे जो संसार में, you know, there are people who think they know everything. There are more dangerous kind of people, no? Because then they will go and teach the Adha Kacha Pakka to other people. That's why it is so important to be rooted in some great Swami's commentary. You know, it keeps you on the right path of thinking, and you should have some ways to clear your doubts and things like that, you know. So at least in Chinmaya Mission, that hierarchy is there. Like, you know, if like I don't understand something, I have acharyas I can ask, you know, and they have, you know, Tejo Mayananji who they can ask. So there is a whole lineage, you know, who have done all this sadhana, who can keep us on the right track. नहीं तो अपना मन गढ़न कुछ बना के हम लोग बैठ जाएंगे. And next verse में आएगा कि it's like blind leading a blind. They both will fall in a ditch, you know. And I was thinking in Mahabharata, very great example is कि धृतराष्ट्र तो blind था, उसकी बीवी ने भी पट्टी बांध ली. How ridiculous! कोई blind होता है तो उसका आंखें बननी चाहिए, right? So blind leading the blind हो गया. And that's why, you know, the symbolism is that 100 kids are born, because blind leading a blind, all kinds of negative things are coming out in their entire life. It's a symbolism, you know. So, any question, comment, or anybody wants to add on these 2 points? Sheila ji, you have something?
No, I just unmuted. I'm
Okay.
just thinking.
Okay.
This is too deep. I think a lot about these verses, you know, up to now, and I read them so many times
That's
for
great.
myself,
Yeah.
you know. And more I read, more I enjoy them, you know. I really enjoy the Kathopanishad very much.
And I found the Hindi ka one for you. I will talk to you
Yeah.
after the class.
Okay,
I'll call
please.
You.
Yeah.
I'll call you.
I
Okay, so I'll close the class here if anybody else has any question. And then we have that half an hour of discussion. We can do that. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Nirame Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhag Bhavet Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Hari Om.